Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Aisyah binti Makzin and my student ID is 209377933 and my supervisor is Surveyor Dr. Elmi Iskandar Khalid. Welcome to my presentation to all panels and all viewers. Today I'm going to present my Viva topic, that is assessment of building maintenance management, a case study of quarters in Putrajaya. This is my thesis outline that will be presented, which is consists of introduction, background of study, research problem, aim and objective, research methodology, scope and limitation, research analysis, findings, discussion and conclusion. We proceed into our first introduction. Buildings built by the government are unprofitable in nature, but it is used a large investment that includes costs for construction, operation, and maintenance. Thus, to ensure that the investment in government building has an optimal return value to the government, it is important to maintain the building at a satisfactory level at all times. This is supported by Moore et al. 2019, which is stated that the increase in maintenance costs each year requires efficient management to ensure building maintained in a cost-effective manner. This study was carried out to identify the effectiveness and efficiency in maintenance management of government quarters, examine issues related to it, and recommend the solution in improving the current practice by government. Next, we proceed with the background of study. Based on previous study, it shows that implementing maintenance management is the best possible way can support the safety, health, and sustainability of a building, according to Mong et al. 2019. Omar et al. 2016 also stated that effectiveness of maintenance management closely related to organizing and implementing clear policy, human resources, financial consideration, and continuous improvement. While Mong et al. And Zulkifli et al. 2019 also found that maintenance management issues in Malaysia are stem from insufficient funds and unavailability of maintenance guidelines and indefinite maintenance policy. Lastly, the focus of this study is to find out the effectiveness and efficiency in buildings maintenance management, as well as to examine the issue related with it and to recommend the solution to improve the current practice of maintenance management of government quarters. In this study, issues that will be addressed including of poor preventive maintenance strategies and poor work quality are among elements that contribute to inefficient and ineffective maintenance management, according to Ola Rewaju et al. 2019 and Ismail and Kasim 2013. There is also no standardized procedure for all public entities to follow as a guideline or blueprint that govern maintenance management and performance evaluation, according to Maida Kamaruzaman and Pitt 2011 and Muhammad Noor et al. 2011. The lack of management and leadership by the top management will lead to the failure of maintenance and the delay of work. This is a study found by Al-Shari et al. 2015 and Ali et al. 2016, while Ismail 2018 found that ICT application for a new system is required as opposed to the use of conventional method for facility assessment, diagnosis, and decision making. The aim of this study is to improve current building maintenance management approach toward an effective and efficiency of maintenance management. The study will explore the relationship between current building maintenance management and issues related to the building maintenance that will result in a potential approach for effective and efficient building maintenance management. There is three study objectives, which is the first one is to find out effectiveness and efficiency in building maintenance management. Number two is to identify the issues related with the building maintenance management. And number three is to recommend the solution in improving the current practice by the government. The scope of the scope and limitation in this study is the scope area of the study is only focused on the government's quarters at Putrajaya. This study examined the current maintenance management practice applied by the government for quarters building. This study is limited to to the limitation that it is only includes respondent and quarters in Putrajaya. Number two, the location was limited to the Putrajaya area, which having the largest unit of government quarters in Malaysia. And this study will focus on the management of the maintenance of government buildings by JKR as a whole, since guidelines and policy mostly were developed by JKR for maintenance of government buildings. Despite having a proper guidelines and policy, current practice of the government building was corrective maintenance. The continuous current maintenance of government quarters will cause the quarters building to suffer functional deterioration, frequent equipment breakdown, and higher repair costs. This study could provide the guideline in maintenance management of government quarters, which will benefit both stakeholders and key players involved, such as number one, as an information for stakeholders to evaluate their current management practice and improvise for better management. Number two is building maintenance team can assess their area of weaknesses and strive to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of maintenance, while also identifying area of improvement. Next one, we will proceed with research methodology. This research was using literature review, survey questionnaires, and semi-structured interviews to collect data. Survey questionnaire was conducted using Google Form and distributed initially to get response from 30 respondents. At the end, there is 40 respondents joined the questionnaire. While semi-structured interviews was done with 5 respondents, and the data was used to support the data from the questionnaire. The questionnaire consists of the survey questionnaire consists of 3 sections, which is section A, B, and C, which with total of 20 questions, and it is used like a scale 1 to 5, which is from strongly disagree to strongly agree. While semi-structured interview will be used to elaborate finding in survey questionnaire, and it is used to acquire consensus from 5 maintenance professionals. The data was analyzed for further findings using the cross tabulation and as mentioned earlier, the survey questionnaire was using like a scale of 1 to 5. Um, from the tabulation of section A, which is effectiveness indicator in building maintenance management, we can conclude that most of the respondents agree, which is 80% and above, that the quarters maintenance management does have a policy for maintenance management, include and inform realistic guidelines. Maintenance program was included in the guidelines and implemented optimally. However, analysis result shows that the percentage of agreeable respondent decreased on the statement of policies, which is clearly stated and systematically communicated. Audited process were done to improve the policies, and maintenance contractor staff was knowledgeable, experienced, and skilled, which shows that there is some disagreement among the respondent. We can conclude that in terms of efficiency indicator in building maintenance management, less number of respondents agreed, which is less than 80% and below, that there were supervision and monitoring was done to monitor the work of contractors. Maintenance works comply with standard specifications, and CMMS was used to optimize the operations, and there is latest trends adopted by government in the maintenance management. For section C, issues related with the building maintenance management, most respondents agreed with but with less percentage. 80% respondents agreed that incompetent workers and budget constraints to implement latest technology were the issues in maintenance management. Despite the fact that the percentage of respondents decreased in other issues, it still exceeds 50% and resulting in mixed result between agree and disagree. This may be due to the fact that these issues do exist but can be overcome if maintenance management is carried out efficiently. We can conclude that most of the respondents agreed that the quarters maintenance management is practicing preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance plan. In this data, the respondent also stated that the document that being used as guidelines for the maintenance of quarters, which is Condition of Contract FMM 2016. In this contract document, technical specification was included as reference for the contractor maintenance. Even though all respondents agree that standing supervision and user satisfaction survey was used for monitoring matters, the guidelines from JKI describe that the monitoring of contractor works will be based on Appendix 7A and 7B technical specification. All respondents agreed that KPI and user satisfaction survey was used to measure the performance of the contractor. Analysis for the current issues in maintenance management of quarters. The respondents also agreed that issues in the maintenance management of quarters, including of insufficient of budgeting and resource allocation, incompetent contractors, lack of technological use, and lack of collaboration. From the issues, respondents agreed that among cause of insufficient budget is caused by the funds was provided based on reactive maintenance and the budget provided initially was insufficient. Respondent also agreed that incompetent person in maintenance will result in low quality of maintenance management. Respondent also agrees that lack of communication between top management and stakeholders also part of the issues in building maintenance management. So as discussion and conclusion, the findings of the analysis shows that the maintenance management of the quarters building is implemented effectively. However, this statement takes into account that the government has provided complete policies and guidelines that related to the management of the maintenance of quarters. In terms of knowledge, experience, and expertise in carrying out maintenance work, the analysis of the effectiveness indicators of maintenance management yields rather varied results. The result of the analysis of maintenance management efficiency indicators point to the necessity for monitoring improvements, the use of cutting-edge technology, and system upgrades. Issues in the management of maintenance of quarters include of insufficient of budgeting and resource allocation, incompetent contractors, lack of technological use, and lack of collaboration. In summary, government quarters in Putrajaya have confirmed with the maintenance management effectiveness indicator. However, the maintenance efficiency needs to be improved. Efficient maintenance management requires close supervision as well as the application of cutting-edge technology to enhance the performance of maintenance. That's all from me. Thank you.